Why are contested divorces more costly? I'm Tulsa attorney James Worth. That's the question that we have. Actually, the question we have goes like this. I understand that a contested divorce can be more costly. Could you explain why this is the case and provide an estimate of the potential additional costs involved if my husband does not consent to the divorce? Okay, well, there's a lot of different reasons. Okay, first off, with my office, and it's common maybe with other offices, we generally work on an hourly wage. So for the more work and time we put into the case, that's the more expensive that it is. We charge a retainer up front that goes into trust, and it's held in trust for your benefit. And then as we do work, it is billed hourly, and then the trust money is moved over to the operating account to pay that bill as it goes. So we do evergreen retainers, so you pay a certain amount down and then you maintain that balance. And then each week when we do invoicing, you get an itemized statement that shows the work that we've done, and then that bill is paid out of the trust, and then you replenish the trust when the case is done. Everything that's in trust is refunded to you. That's not utilized on the case. So it's kind of like you're paying a deposit to rent an apartment. As long as you stay current on your rent, you get that deposit back at the end. But we handle agreed divorces a little bit differently. Agreed divorces, we kind of know what's going to happen. There's a typical pattern that we follow. As long as all the terms are agreed to, the parties agree to get divorced, they agree to custody, visitation, child support, asset, debt division, attorney's fees, spousal support, everything. If you have full agreement on everything, then we know about how much work it's going to be up front, so we can do it as a flat fee so there's no surprises to you. So the question here is, why is a contested divorce treated differently? Is because we don't know up front how much it's going to cost. We don't know how much work it's going to take. And when it comes to litigation, either side does have some control in increasing the cost of litigation. Okay, if either side can start doing additional discovery, we're going to send out more subpoenas and get documents in. We're going to do more interrogatories. We're going to do more requests for production. We're going to start doing depositions of people. That's going to require time on both sides and increase the cost of litigation. Typically speaking, the more we're fighting over and the value of that, then that's going to be the more work that's going to be put into the case, because it's going to be cost effective to do so. If we're talking about in a divorce and we're fighting over money, that's real easy to see what the value is. When we're fighting over custody and kids, that has unlimited value. Then it comes down to how much are the parties willing to invest. If they want to get expert witnesses involved, and they want to do psychological evaluations, they want to do custody evaluations, they want to get GALs, guardian ad litems, involved, they want to get other expert witnesses, they want to have private investigators searching for additional evidence, they want to depose everybody, the cost can increase greatly. So we don't know up front how it's going to go. We don't know up front where the case is going to end. Most cases get resolved by agreement before a final trial. But some get resolved the night before trial, some get resolved, at the first settlement conference, some get resolved at mediation. So we don't know how that's going to go. We don't know the amount of work it's going to require. We don't know how much the other side is going to invest into putting work that we need to counter as well. So that's why a contested divorce is more expensive, and it's why it's not a flat fee up front, because we don't know how it's going to go and how much cost there's going to be. Whereas an agreed divorce, where both parties are in agreement, that we can more anticipate exactly how it's going to go and quote a flat fee. So hopefully that answers your question. If it doesn't, though, you're going to want to talk to an attorney privately and confidentially about your specific circumstances. Anyway, that gives you legal advice that is actionable, can help you come up with a strategy for your situation. To get that scheduled with an attorney at my office, you can go online to makelawEasy.com.